In all honesty, I didn't know how I wanted to do this video. I didn't even want to do this video. As you all know, the Charlie Kirk situation happened, and I haven't said my thoughts about it, at least not on a video format. I've done it on stream, and I've done it on the community Discord, but I haven't said my thoughts on video format. So here we go. I never knew Charlie personally, and I never got to meet him. My girlfriend has. He was somebody that I genuinely respected, somebody I genuinely looked up to. You didn't need to ever agree with everything he said. You just needed to know who he was. You needed to know the type of person he was. You needed to know that he never did anything wrong. Even if you didn't agree with everything he said, he never did anything wrong. He doesn't deserve what happened to him. I am sure a lot of us are experiencing this, but to this very moment, it still does not feel real that I am in a world where Charlie Kirk isn't around anymore. There is no amount of words. There is never going to be enough said to be able to capitalize or understand, or just the situation in general. I will never understand, and I have gone on live and said this. It doesn't matter what you believe in, even if you say you're a Christian. It doesn't matter what you believe in. But if you are willing to kill someone because they simply disagree with you, you're the bad guy. You're the problem. It should never have come to that. People should have the freedom to say what they want and what they believe in. He never did anything wrong. He gave people jobs, gave people hope, educated people. He was a father and a husband. And there is never going to be any justification for what happened. So, what I've decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and look around and see what everybody's been saying and see what the internet's been talking about. So let's go ahead and check it out, guys. Here he's being compared to the likes of Abraham Lincoln, MLK, the whole 9 yards. And honestly, I agree. He never should have gone through any of this. Martin Luther King, sure, you may find some kind of horrible thing he did. No one is perfect. But these guys all advocated for nonviolence. Care for your neighbor. Love each other. They spread the truth. And yet they were killed for it. That's the world we live in. We killed the people who are trying to bring positive change in our lives. That's the monsters you guys have. That's the monsters we all have. So there are some people who've been saying some stuff. I think there's some stuff from Andrew Tate that we're going to go ahead and check out. Let me go ahead and listen to this. I think there's actually a few from him. You guys have been sending me stuff that everybody's been talking about, but let's go ahead and see some perspectives and what everybody's been thinking.
Charlie's killer has been caught. Some 22-year-old dweeb, some theater kid who managed to kill a man far greater than he could ever be. What comes next? Well, this is extremely simple. He's now been apprehended. Now that he's been apprehended, he should be interviewed publicly. And the name of every single inspiration that comes out of his mouth, when we ask him why he believed what he thought about Charlie, all of the liberal media, all of the left-wing influencers, all of his friends, anybody who told him bad things about Charlie, every single name he says, they are all in a RICO case and they also go to jail. He is then thrown in a cell, and the only way he can get food in this barren landscape is by carving the word sorry into his own skin with a knife. Eventually, when he's run out of skin to carve, we're going to line him up and shoot him in the fucking neck. And if anybody at home has a problem with this, I'll take the shot myself. We'll put him on a post. We'll stand him up there, 200 yards, the exact same rifle with the exact same ammunition, exact same for karmic retribution, and we take out his fucking vocal cords. Justice is done. And if any of these other liberal pieces of shit feel like they can go around and murder people purely because they cannot handle combat in the realm of ideas, they can meet the exact same end that they inflict on people which are far greater than them. Enough is enough.
Let's calm down. Hold on. Enough is enough. Now, am I filled with anger about this? Yes. But in times of need, people don't often listen to the smartest voice, they listen to the loudest voice, and that should never be the case. I think in this time, this should be the time where we should be logically thinking, implement logic, implement reasoning. That's not a very good idea. Look, Andrew seems like a cool guy. This is not one of the takes I agree with. This is not it. It's not it, Andrew. It's not it. Yeah, no. What I think should happen, do I think that there is some, maybe some content creators he watches or some friends around him who contributed mindset wise towards the decision he made? Yes. Do I think those people should be held accountable to an extent? Yes. Do I think there should be any morbid thing like a skin being carved? No. Do I think he deserved capital punishment? Yeah, but I think capital punishment should be done as ethically as possible. Even the word capital punishment is not even an ethical thing in my opinion. But the guy deserves time in jail without parole, definitely. I don't think all what Andrew has said is what should happen, and I don't condone any of it, and I don't think anyone should. So this is me coming out to tell you, no, this is not okay. Please don't do this. So this is the photo of the guy who did it. His name is Tyler Robinson. He's 22-year-old, and yeah, I don't know anything about the guy, but I don't know how a simple person like this could have such horrible. I generally think we live in a world infested with demons. I think this is all spiritual. I generally do believe that. I think this is all spiritual. How can a human being confidently say this is okay and do such a thing? Lacy goes on live. I didn't even know Lacy commented about this. Let me see this. What's going on here?
I didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was.
Okay.
I honestly didn't. I really did not.
I don't believe him.
But
I don't even believe him for a lick. Do I believe there are some people out there who didn't know who Charlie Kirk was? Yes. I don't think Lacy was one of them. I don't think Lacy is one of those people who doesn't know who Charlie Kirk was. I don't believe it.
The point in the message behind my tweet was not that anything or his messages were okay. Because I'm going to be honest, I looked into what he said. He was a complete fucking idiot.
Wow. I mean, Lacy wasn't exactly popular for his brain cells, Lacy didn't exactly gain popularity because he was the smartest kid around. So it only speaks volumes to the type of human being Lacy is, so.
I'm just being honest. I don't agree with what he says or what his message was at all. Okay, I don't. Before yesterday,
well, as long as he doesn't condone the death of it, then yeah. But now Lacy was never the smartest kid on the block anyway, so fair enough.
The problem with America is not the guns. The problem with America are the pharmaceuticals and the psychiatry. There are children sitting talking to therapists because they don't want to obey their parents. There are children on Xanax to sleep, anti-anxiety meds, antidepressants. It fries their brain, these SSRIs. They become inhuman. I remember I went to school in America, Chandler Elementary in Goshen, Indiana, and there was a kid in my class who was on Ritalin. And I asked my father, why does he have to take Ritalin or he won't listen to the teacher? And my dad made it very clear, because he doesn't get the shit kicked out of him, because he doesn't respect his parents. If you respect your parents, you don't need any of this crap. If we want to really fix the problem, what we need to do is as follows. Every single political assassination like Charlie, every single school shooter, every single person who does something stupid, let's see if we can identify a pattern. And I would argue that the pattern are these drugs. These kids are on these drugs and their brains are fried. They become slaves. They become completely empty, ready to have the slave mind programming injected into their brains. You add the empty slate of their minds to a liberal, hostile media environment, of course you're going to have murders. The problem is not the guns. The problem is a complete lack of discipline amongst parents. The problem is these psychiatrists convincing everyone that their child's acting the way he is for some reason other than a complete lack of fear for his father. And the problem are all of these drugs which are being pushed endlessly by doctors who are making a whole bunch of money off of the misery of young kids.
I would definitely say Andrew is quite the extremist. I don't agree with. I don't think the problem is the guns. Obviously not. I think there is some credit. Again, it's always the way he says things. It's always the way Andrew says things. Oh my gosh, Andrew. I don't think the issue is the guns. I think he's right in terms of discipline. I think yes, there's not enough discipline out there in the world right now, especially in the United States. But I don't think, oh my gosh, Andrew, jeez, man. And maybe he's doing this on purpose, right? Maybe Andrew is doing this on purpose in order to garner rage or like rage bait or whatever. Like, come on, Andrew, come on, man. Okay, great. Now Sneako. I don't think Sneako is as rage baity. Yeah, that's a lie. No, this guy rage baits quite a bit too. All right, Sneako, let's see what you got.
Saying that I'm not supposed to pray for him because he said this about Israel, he said this about Palestine. It's like, go back to your country. Keep your fucking opinion to yourself because nobody asked you. For some reason, people feel the need to announce, like, I'm not praying, but I'm not mourning. I'm not celebrating, but I'm not. Nigga, who the fuck asked you? Does anyone care about your opinion? I'm not praying. I'm not praying. I'm not celebrating, but I'm not praying. Then just don't pray and shut the fuck up. Or go back to your country or stay where you are and just stop tweeting from your shit country. I don't care where you're from. This is an American issue. It affects everybody here. Yeah, the climate is forever changed. So I'm going to continue talking about it. And I'm going to say positive things. I'm going to advocate for peace with my platform. If you don't like that, I don't care. And neither does anybody else. That's why you don't have a platform. That's why you're anonymous. And if you're not praying, then just shut up. That's the best way to not pray. Crazy.
Okay, I will say this is a W take. This is a good point. If you're going to be one of those idiots out there saying I'm not praying or I'm not gonna mourn either, it's shut up. No one asked. Genuinely, no one asked. Shut up, okay? What happened was horrible. There is no justification for any of it at all. It should not be celebrated. What happened was horrible. You just shut up. Just stop. You're not helping the situation. You're not making it any better. And you're definitely not on the right spot. Just like sitting on the fence, really? You're just gonna sit on the fence? Oh no. Just God, man. Some people are just ridiculous. Okay, so Adin is reacting to Nick Fuentes. Okay, oof, this one is gonna be... Everybody has an opinion about this, huh? Okay.
Young children run up to them because they were afraid of the noise. If your reaction was to grin and celebrate, you must be defeated. You must be destroyed.
Facts. Amen.
You must be identified, you must be isolated, and you must be eradicated from our society.
Literally, bro. Get out, literally.
Not Democrats, not leftists, not liberals. Those people that would celebrate in that moment, that is pure evil.
100%.
Pure malice. There is no charity in a person's heart. I don't care who it is, who sees anybody get their neck exploded and celebrate like that. That's the kind of evil we're dealing with. That's the kind of evil that has taken over our society. It has become, and their young children run up.
Yeah, no, he's right. He's definitely right. Yeah, no, I completely agree with him 100%. He's definitely right. Again, I don't listen to Nick Fuentes, so I don't know nothing about him, and I also don't watch Adin, so maybe I should. I don't know. I don't know anything about Adin either. But they're right. If you're the type of person to justify this, no matter what part of the political spectrum you're in or what you believe in, you're a horrible person. You're the bad guy. You're the problem. And you need to be put in a mental institute. Or at the very least, put in jail or something. You know, you're a horrible person if you believe this is okay. So, no, I genuinely agree with this. But yeah, I don't know nothing about Nick. But this... I'm not condoning anything they always say. I'm just saying that this specific thing about Nick Fuentes and Adin Ross is correct. They're on right about this. I guess this would be the mugshot of the guy. Okay, so he said he killed okay, so I'm guessing he said this, but he killed him because he hated his opinions and thought he was a fascist. What? You thought he was a fascist, so you killed him for it? whoever you're calling fascist, you're saying that they subscribe to a totalitarian ideology characterized by extreme nationalism, a belief in national superiority, a cult of personality, and a willingness to use violence and coercion to suppress opposition and achieve imperial goals. So I don't know, like the violence of murdering someone because you don't agree with them. I don't know, like the violent attempt of this violent assassination attempt on Trump. I don't know. I feel like it's really ironic to call someone fascist when you're the one implementing the methods, you know. And I'm glad Pierce Morgan here acknowledges the irony, you know. But yeah. So yet ironically, this guy was the fascist, and killing someone to silence them for having opposing views. Okay, so he agrees with me. The woke left love to say speech is violent. It's not. Violence is violent. This is a good speech writer. But yeah, no, this guy deserves every bad thing that's coming to him, genuinely. Okay, so we have some people performing a Haka for Charlie Kirk. His impact really spread across cultures, huh? It's really nice. It's really nice. So supposedly a young Christian boy calls out the left for mocking Charlie Kirk's death, and let's see what he says.
Wait, don't scroll. I wanted to come on here and talk about the death of someone I looked up to, Charlie Kirk. And I wanted to say that it is disrespectful how people are making Fortnite memes and talking bad about him like he was a horrible person. All he did was have boldness in his faith with Jesus Christ. Like, you guys are so mean to people just because they have beliefs. We, as Christians, we respect you for your beliefs, but we tell you what's wrong and what's right, righteously. But you do not need to be making fun of him because a tragedy has happened. That's all I want to come on here to say is it's blatantly rude and disrespectful to be talking about someone's death like he's just a piece of trash. He has a family, he has kids, he has a wife. You guys want someone to respect you if you got shot, right? If you passed away, you would not want anyone to be talking bad about you. And I saw a video, I saw someone making fun of his wife too. Like, that's just horrible and rude. And today is a very special day to me because I hit 14,000 followers, but I don't even want to celebrate that because I just feel guilty that someone I looked up to passed away. And I'm still able to be on this earth. That's how grateful you have to be. So just stop making fun of him and just go. Like, just stop making fun of him. It's not even funny at all.
Okay, yeah. I completely agree with him 100%. And that is the note we're going to leave it on. Again, there is no justification for anything that happened. None of it was good. None of it was right. Erica Kirk, I hope you have a beautiful life. I know you've lost your husband, but I hope everything goes well for you. And to you and your daughter, I hope you guys take good care of yourselves. And just know that the world is hearing you. We do hear your cries. God hears your cries. We are here for you. If you ever need anything, the world will be able to reach out to you. And more importantly, God provides. He provides for his children. Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys take it easy. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.